Boys
Move
are
out the
in
way,
frags.
Eccles. I'm bringing the mouse back.
Get him in the
I'm
game.
playing.
Is Max allowed to have his headset off?
I don't,
Should we
He
say
could-
hi? Hello,
yeah.
Max.
Yes, he
Hi,
says.
Max.
He says
Can you
yes.
hear us? Can you give us a wave, Max? To your right. Camera on your right, please. Camera 4.
Max, can you stop
No.
clicking, please?
Really? No way from the mighty Max. Oh dear.
You
What
both
about
the
you,
peer
Frederick?
pressure him.
Right.
Eccles and Eccles, it's all turned to chaos. It's all gone absolutely wrong.
Looks
Look
like
at
he's seen a
him.
ghost.
Oh, there we go.
He's shocked.
Eccles, don't turn your back on me.
Oh,
dear.
confused.
They look just as tired as
yeah,
we
they
are.
look confused.
Everyone does look very confused.
I like how you pressured Max into just putting earbuds in.
I know, Max has been pulling back into
He
it.
didn't want
Have you
any
guys
of
seen
it.
the League of Legends one? I speak French. I'm French. Have you seen that?
What, the Renekton?
Yeah. Reminded me of that
That
one.
was, what, Gamescom 2012?
That was years
Or 2011, one or the other. God.
ago.
Max hasn't been a fan of the camera so far this minute.
No, he's
it feels
not.
like,
He's
does
not
it?
quite camera
I
shy.
think we need to get it in there. We need to get some more, more Darth Max back in action.
Darth Max was a
Darth
crazy
Max.
thing that happened.
Was absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah. That was a weird situation, I think, it's fair to say.
Darth Max in the chicken room.
Not the same event, though.
No, it wasn't.
No.
No. Oh, there he is.
There he is.
See if we can get a wave from Max.
Look at the camera in front of his eyes.
Really get him to notice it.
Oh.
See if we can get out Max here.
Hey,
Look at that,
hey,
cracking a
look at him.
smile.
You can't tell if it's him hearing us. though.
No.
There he is.
He is just generally quite, he's
Can we
a
get a
smiley
zoom?
boy.
Oh.
We'll get some Max
Yeah.
shots throughout the day. We got time.
I'll
We got
pay for
time.
those.
We'll still get them in there. Ian, staying hydrated, proving a good reason of what you need to do, of course, keeping your H2O levels high.
But that's because he's ill.
It is because he's ill.
He is
Yeah.
very ill. Coughing up blood earlier, actually. That's why we
Yeah.
saw the pause
Oh.
earlier on. Oh, my
Max,
goodness.
mean mugging, looking like he is ready for this final.
I'm like-
The glasses adjustment to get us ready for the game, boys, as we are into the action mirage. Do not adjust your glasses any further, Max. This is not a mirage. We are live.
Excuse you, Max. Can you give me some of your details, please? Cute player. Oh, sorry.
New player award goes to Mike Max there.
Oh,
He's
dear.
actually got a boyfriend.
Yeah,
So-
he has.
Yeah.
Anyway, Endpoint on the T side. They lost the knife round, and here we go. Coming in towards B.
Fantastic flash.
Oh.
4 players blinded there, and Fry gets 2 of them.
Fry doing his robbing impression right now as he starts to kick it off with a double kill headshots. Artist as well, punishing them as they are all falling down to the ground. It is all on the Swedish superstar, plucking them out of the air, Benjamin.
Lovely shot right there from Robin. He's been so good at the pistol rounds today. If I remember correctly, in that first series from Endpoint, he did have, I think it was 11 kills in the 4 pistol rounds, which is crazy good. However, I don't think he can get much more here. He doesn't have armor. Working with a Glock, which means you're limited to situations like that. If you had a USP, that's a kill.
Oh.
Artist does take him down, and that's another player who's been playing so well in the pistols.
It's also very important to get a player like Artis kills early in the pistol, get his confidence up, get him into the matchup, get him warm, and ready to frag as this is the last map of the Premiership.
They're buying.
Ooh.
They didn't buy last T-pistol.
3 smokes, and they've already thrown them as well. I imagine towards short and window. And from that, are they going to try and force
Is it smokes landing in B? Or is it actually...
No, it is
Okay, no,
towards
it's the short ones,
yeah. Let's see then. It's going to be the burst play in towards the B bomb side. They still
This
have
is going to be the strat they always did with Robin.
3 smokes to work with as well.
If I remember correctly, this is the one where they do go front of sight. However, the smoke's going in right here, 1 on short. But they're running straight into the firepower.
Stopping power on the way in, everyone just getting absolutely slaughtered. It's not going well into this round at all. Max is the only one that's actually been able to find a frag. At least you've got the bomb plant down, so mission save there in terms of scavenging some kind of economy from this. Robin, awkward shots there off with the CZ, gets a big tag off onto Fry, but can't fully eliminate him. And it just comes down to Max and Luzza. Max, he's found himself a Famus, he's got to get the reload off. The push is coming through the smoke. Oh, Luzza gets the contact, but it's the double kill from the Famus very easily, as London will convert and get the second round as well.
He's been interp there.
He has been interp, to be fair.
They did get the plant though, so it's a bit of a... They only get the 1 kill, but you get the plant. So obviously next round you can get a fantastic buy-in, but you can still half buy here. Which makes this a bit weird, because you could still go for some sort of...
Smoke execution play or...
some kind of play like that. We can see grenades being bought, actually.
1 smoke going to be thrown
I
immediately.
think it's the top mid-smoke, triple nade into the window, but
Oh.
will Astro be in the window to receive the grenade?
He's
He is!
receiving it right now.
Oh, he dodges them though. Only
Gate.
52.
The airstrike.
Well, he does get away with his life, but that does signal that there's 3 players at least in towards... Max! Woo.
Did not expect to play in ladder room. However, Fry doesn't care either. 2 kills for himself. I believe he's now on to, what, 5 or 6 kills already. Keeping that domination in. Bit ambitious. Keeps trying. Pulse does have that M4, but again, you know, no armor. What are you really planning to do with that?
Yeah. It's Lazar and Pulse that remain. Takes the firefight, but Pulse will go down. Leaves Astro on just 4 HP, which is going to be a bit of a kick in the teeth for him. Lazar gets contact. They can now peek out as well, so everyone will survive. That is left kicking at that point. 3 players that remain. Astro keeping onto the M4. Is actually going to be quite a good saving grace for them, but here comes the investment. First 3 rounds go the way to London. It's like just before the economy changes.
Yeah, I'm surprised more teams don't always force buy into that second. I feel like it is just worth it, because you still get the buy and force. But hey-ho. Lazar gets to exit.
I mean, I know he's hot, but that's just ridiculous.
If he did that again, he'd probably hurt his biceps. You
That's
don't want to
where
burn
it's
them.
goals,
They are going to be pushing towards ramp as well. There's 3 players here towards the A site, leaving just Eccles alone towards B. Astro there with the orb in towards jungle. Still though, this is a big round for Endpoint to win in terms of momentum as well. Prize there, Frederick. Of course he delivers. 5 versus 4 as the rotation comes in towards the orb. Oh, this is getting awkward.
Surprised he managed to get away there without being, you know, killed fully.
Yeah.
Because he was running away, looking away from the player too, and actually looked to the floor to try and hide. Flash misses, but Fry does not care. He's playing so well in this series especially.
It's the tempo, the rate at which he's going with these peaks. Oh, that's actually really awkward. Goes down with the timing, was trying to get a nade off himself, instead gets blown to bits, but Eccles could do everything. He's heard them as well. He's got the audio cue. Here's those 2 elephants storming their way down towards mid, and he's going to be ready to poach them from behind.
So Thomas moving up the catwalk, Lazar further behind, but Eccles, he doesn't need to actually make that push, because there is the info, but he does go for that, you know, peek towards it at the very least.
Yeah, catches Lazar off guard. 25 seconds and the bomb down. Round's over.
Yeah, Thomas, best bet really is try and kill Eccles and exit this way. However, I'm not too sure if he'll be able to do it. He does get through, but he's turned around. He wants to grab that orb. This is a bit
Ambitious.
So there is 10 seconds roughly. He can go into Biaps and live, but if he goes the other way, he might run into Dom. There's going to be enough time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's got time for this. This is an after time kill as well.
No money.
This is the worst possible situation. That's rough.
$650 from him. How does Max keep getting more money than everybody else?
Yeah.
That's the accountant.
How does Max keep surviving the roster changes?
I am the orb. Did I ever tell you the tragedy of Darth Palagus the Immy?
Oh dear.
Ooh, that gap. The nade comes into window again, but it feels like Astro is immune to most of these grenades, and Fry not immune to
10
most of the
kills
pistols.
already. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he started off incredibly well again.
And it was Artis as well, the kills in the pistol, so Artis getting involved, Fry as well. That is scary if you are Endpoint.
Yeah, those are the 2 scare factors, aren't they? Fry, you know he can give a 30-kill game without a doubt. Ardis, another player who can just suddenly show up and win a, whether it's a 1v2 or just get a multi-kill consistently. You can hear Ardis there.
Artis getting fired up here.
He is ready.
First Premiership he came to, he said, "Snods, don't flame me."
Yeah.
And here he is now rallied up saying, "Give me the eco." So he's come a long way in that time.
It's like a whole new man.
5-0. And here's the buy coming out for both teams here. All for Astro, and Fry gets taken out early towards short.
I think it was underpass.
It was, wasn't it?
That's
Yeah.
an uncharacteristic kind of push
It's
from
not
him, isn't
Fry
it?
push. Maybe
Yeah.
someone...
Maybe spawn suggestion, he just thought, okay.
I don't think Fry cares either way.
Or maybe this is, maybe this is new Fry. 2019 Fry. He's back to
New year, new me.
Yeah.
11-hour Fry. He's phenomenal, 11 hours.
Double-digit Fry.
Unreal.
Yeah.
Just imagine him on 20 hours in the past 2 weeks.
Literally double the hours than he is right now.
Imagine if he played the game.
But what does he do in his free time, though, when he's not playing CS?
That's
don't know.
Minecraft.
Hopefully.
No.
He spends time playing the Hunger Games maps and
Hitting them sick cross-map bow and arrow shots.
Artis needs to get multiple kills here to make this round winnable. Although they're running into a B stacked. technically here.
Oh.
It's both.
They're running into the meat grinder.
Yeah, there's 2 players here. Eccles on the balcony. He doesn't even need the flashbang from Astro. Gets the first kill. Shouldn't really be able to get any more, but Astro should be able to recover from that. It's been long enough that Ardis has arrived at the site.
Oh, this is awkward. The 2v2, but they're all so low, really. Dom's the only one actually full HP. Lazar has the AWP. He's going to pass the bomb over, so Max has been able to pick it up. Tries to come into the plant. Ardis with a beautiful headshot on the first one. The adjustment down for the second. You can hear the thunder from the team as they start to roar. 6 rounds on the trot already. It looks like we might be crowning the new champion here. If they carry on like this, because they're looking on fire right now.
Yeah, both Fry and Ardis leading the way. 19 kills between them already.
And that's a scary duo to have performing well. Both of them at the same time is not something you want to be going up against.
I'm still confused how Max has all this money. Look how much he's bought this round. And he's still... Where's he getting it from? How much money's in the bag?
How much is in the bin?
I just don't understand. But London, you got to wonder, when does the pause come from Endpoint 2, right? Because this isn't a real buy round.
Same thing that happened in Inferno. 0-6 down, no pause.
Yeah, and this isn't, you know, it's not another buy round, is it, really? Because they forced the second. They've had, what, 2 full buy rounds, I guess, what you'll call it, because of that second round force. So maybe they're playing for that third one and then pause, but at that point, you might be 8-0 down. And that's where you start thinking it's getting a bit out of hand. Worrying for them, that's for sure.
Minute left on the clock here. Smoking towards the top of connector. Molotov from Astro to try and delay the push if they are to try and commit towards the A site. 5 versus 5 here. As Fry's pushed this. This isn't. Who is this?
It is the friend one.
Oh my god, Fry with the double kill. Max the only one to end his life. Of course, it's fitted that it would be. They're back into the 4 versus 3. Max has armed himself with a scavenge Kalashnikov, so at least he has some extra kind of oomph to play with. The push is coming in towards the B site, but this could be so awkward. Thomas dives down, runs straight across, gets into the crosshair of the Eccles, the mean machine, that is going to take them all down, and it is up to Max to somehow bail them out. It was not meant to be. A 7th round now for London. And this is crazy. They are just bringing everything to the table.
Dom still hasn't died yet.
Yeah, towards
He's not
the
had
A
much
site.
to do, has
Not
he?
much has happened, yeah. Obviously, most of it's been towards the B site, middle as well, especially towards B short. It's been a very impactful part of the map. So far for Dom, he just pushes ramp, gets information.
Here comes the test.
Here we go. So,
Maybe that's the commentator's curse.
yeah, I think that's what it's called.
Potentially coming up here for Dom.
Let's see then, the smoke's there. They have 2 players close there, Fry and Astro. Whole career, really, Astro's always had Frederick and Fry by his side. So, here it comes. Test for Soulcast.
So no smokes actually used there. They go out dry, which is very unexpected. Dom trying to get involved now, does a lot of damage, lives for this long, as well as getting a kill. And where are the smokes? Like, what is the plan there? Surely you cannot plant for that angle with no smokes there.
And you can see the utility was scattered across the floor as well, completely unused. Lazar left into the clutch now. He's hearing the footsteps, but he's just going to go for the push. The dive comes in. Eccles gets the elimination there with the AK. And that's another round picked up as London get themselves an 8th. And
No pause, this is crazy.
this is rough.
There
They're
we
just
go.
accepting the beating. Finally, they are going to go for the pause. And I hope Nilzinho has some kind of insight to reinvigorate them, because it is not looking good.
But it's literally, like I said, where it's now at 8-0. You're already facing a lost half, which in itself is already a crazy thing. But Pulse has bought... So he didn't have enough money this round to buy anyway, apparently. So he's got CZ armor, which means from this pause you're already going into it with a half buy. Surely you have to come up with something crazy good for it to be a worthy pause for this round at very least.
Yeah, most likely for the next one, we should really be seeing a 9-0 when you look at the fact that they are going to be going for the quality buy here. We've seen it many, many times before. They have 2, 3 smokes and CZs, but they never really have much impact. Their rounds haven't been close here, have they? And the money reflects it, right? 10,000 for Dom, 7,000 for 2 of the players as well. So far, very one-sided.
Fast up catwalk there from Max. Does get spotted, gets the entry kill as well, but Astra misses the shot.
Yeah, has been struggling this best of 3.
Definitely, especially with the AWP, really. He was finding kills with the AK at the very least on overpass in the second half. But the AWP has not been great for him. I'd argue through the whole tournament, really. He hasn't had much to do with it.
It's weird as well, though, because it seems like he's actually sort of ditched the playstyle we used to have with the AWP, because after he got into that position where he became an IGL for a while and learned all the things that he sort of should be doing, he changed his playstyle, but he lost that level of aggression that he used to have with the AWP that gave him such an edge, because you never really expected what Astro was going to do with the AWP when he had it in his hands. He would bounce around like a lunatic and tear you to pieces. These days, it seems like it's much more complacent.
But he is cooling, obviously.
Max has managed to get into jungle here, but I'm not too sure if they do have that knowledge. Eccles, he's forced into a situation. If he faced all three of those, he could have had a huge spray down.
That could have been a Freiburg.
Right.
Instead, it might be the Ardis as he pushes his way back into the
charging.
site, running in like a bull, trying to get into the action. He will go down. It's a 2 versus 3. The bomb has been planted. They are armed with weapons, 2 of them with rifles. Pulse low and just with a CZ. Zom is taken down by Robin, and it is all on Astro. Realizing this one should be too far gone, it might have been worth getting out of there, but they have way too much cash to give a damn about losing weapons. So Robin will be able to find that frag. And finally, Endpoint get around. They come in on round number 9.
The weird bit is with that, though, they've won on the half buy, whilst also on maximum loss bonus anyway. So that means they do, have another buy in them regardless. So the reset won't affect them too much.
The 3 of the players, yeah.
Yeah, they'll have guaranteed 3 full buys coming in.
So Astro once again in towards connector.
He needs good cover here.
Good smoke will slow them down, but obviously Max is there towards short once again. Pete comes through. Ardis was there to back him up. There's Fry to win that duel early on as well. Robin down to low HP. Thomas though, good refrag there onto Frederick. 4 versus 4.
A lot of damage on both sides, really. We mentioned that Robin HP. Astro's also low. But Robin, that's the kind of play that you expect him to make. It's a 4v4. He feels like he needs to get some kind of impact, on the server. He tries walking through a smoke, and unfortunately, he just walks straight into the arms of Dom, I believe it was. So 4v2 already. That reset I mentioned might be happening.
Yeah, the 3 players maybe having enough money to afford the buy, but so far, I'm not sure. 50 seconds remaining here as the bomb makes its way in towards T-Spawn ramp as well. Both players doubling up, Luz with the AWP and Pulse as well.
Yeah, so it's all going to be reliant on, I believe, Luzza, who obviously Pulse will probably jump across the angle. And then Luzza should go for this peak. But with Dom being alive at stairs, if Astro shoots, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Dom wide swing. Right? Because, there's that chance, isn't there?
Oh, here we go, Ben. The push is coming out towards the site.
I think he did peek it a tiny bit.
They get themselves ready. Molotov is through. Dom with the early entry. Ripped the head off of Lutta and the double down as well as he destroys Pulse, knocking them back into reset school. London looking absolutely dominant right now.
Yeah, that's the reset as well. You can hear the players being charged and animated behind that one. Are they going to be expecting how good the buy is, though, from Endpoint? That's the only issue here, as they could get caught off guard. 3 AKs, UMP coming out for Max, and the Mac 10 for Thomas as well.
Astro with the AUG, so I think that's the first time we've seen him pick it up.
Or anyone else apart from Thomas.
It does feel like it at the very least. We haven't seen any notable, kills from people with it. So the A-takes coming in with smokes.
Yeah.
Which is always nice to see.
A little bit more structured in terms of the
There's a gap.
execution they're going for, but yeah, the execution wasn't quite there as the push comes through. Everyone looks so panicked going into this.
And I think they've just planted default as well. So
Yeah,
that's
because the
not
Molotov
fantastic.
fry, yeah.
They did have an extra smoke on Pulse, but instead of using that smoke to get that plant guaranteed, decides to go for that faster plant. This is key though. The battle of CT. Flash misses everything, but Dom lands the first shot and gets the trade as well.
They're trying to keep it close now. We're left into a 3 versus 3, but the issue is both Eccles and Fry are so low. Fry barely survives on just 1 hit point. That is all he has, and he'll be gone. Eliminated by the Kalashnikov there. Ardis taking down Robin as well. Left into the 2-on-2, and listen to that bomb tick. They have no time. Ardis, he might get the headshot.
Why? Stay.
But he isn't going to be able to get anything else.
Ooh.
Stays on 45 HP. Barely keeping himself alive, and recovers the AUG.
That's a good economic save right there. Grabbing the AUG, worth more. But staying for that,
$50.
$50 means a lot in the long run.
That's,
People buying
a
decoys,
decoy.
you fools.
Yeah. You might need one. You never know what you're going to have to fake, nuts.
You never know.
You never play Counter-Strike before?
You could get tonsillitis and just lose your job, and that $50 could be going a long way.
You need that for food. Purely just ice cream, though, after you lost your tonsils.
Oh.
Endpoint really getting stuck in the rut. Just
Ooh,
trying
so much
to
damage.
go in towards that A site and hit them with it. It hasn't been working. Is it going to work
Fry!
this time? Could be the spray down, gets himself
If
to
just
2K.
survives.
Responds with the frag there from Pulse.
Charging.
Eccles is giving it as he waltzes his way in towards the site, hits him with the charge slide onto Pulse. And it is all up to Robin and Lazar. They're in prime time positions, but Robin, he's gone for the extension already, and he's been left in a shallow grave. Ardis will set Lazar up on a date with the coroner, and things are looking absolutely tremendous for London Esports.
17 kills, 3 deaths for Ardis. Let's see the replay of this one. Fry. Oh, doesn't
He
quite
killed
get the
the guy-
bug on it though, does he?
He killed the guy at Sandwich, I think, by
Yeah.
mistake.
It's the guy in the air. Gosh.
That's Ardis and Fry delivering time and time again, apparently, in this series.
And that is the second pause coming up from Endpoint. 10-2 down on their T side here. Typically, this is where they get the majority of their rounds.
Yeah, obviously the timeout being used. Not much being said by Neil, though. If I'm honest.
No, he hasn't really said much at all, is he? No, he's just chewing.
I think he's got some
Yeah.
chewing gum in, yeah.
But we can see Max talking quite a bit there during the pause, so
Yeah.
I assume that was more of a player pause rather than a coach pause, because I feel like there is a difference.
Yeah,
Yeah.
17 kills and 15 for Fry. So the players you want stepping up to the market for London are delivering the numbers.
Oh, we actually made the Kenny S jump there as well. So Astro looking to catch off Robin there. But will Robin even come out fully? I don't think he will. So the B take's going to come through against Eccles. He has no Molotov, no HE. He can't really do much to damage delay this actual push. He's not even seen the player cross out, I think, until he heard them later on.
No, that
Okay.
Flash has absolutely owned that position.
What is Thomas doing?
But it doesn't matter. Thomas runs out, gives it to him. Lazar pushes up from the sideline angle. It's all kicking off, but it isn't looking good for Endpoint here. As their players are going to be falling like flies, it is only Robin and Lazar that remain. They push their way out towards the bomb site. They will find them, but Lazar is hidden in the smoke. Eventually gets detected. The frag comes through. You can hear the cheers coming out.
It's just another day in the office for Fry.
There you go. Fry's not up.
He's like, why are you cheering? It's
Yeah.
the final. What are you on about, dude? I've won like
Been
3
here
of these.
before.
we not one lap.
Yeah, have you not won a lab before, Eccles? Easy.
Wow.
I love Fry. He's my favourite. He's my favourite UK player. He's just so calm.
so innocent
Always.
as well.
I've never seen his demeanour change. He's always
I
just
thought you
the
were going to say
same.
dark side.
I've never seen his dark side.
Yeah. But it's just unparalleled aggression right now from London. They feel like they're playing a pug. Because when that site got taken, they just charged through every single smoke.
But the thing is that's really
It's
going to
working.
absolutely completely destroy everything Endpoint can prepare for as well. If you're just getting sprinted at by a pug and just not knowing what to do with it, and they're going to play at their best when they're like that as well, because these players, they live and breathe that sort of environment. They thrive on it.
Yeah, what do you do when the dog like that is running at you?
What?
He said a pug running at them.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Well, frisbee,
Throw broccoli at it.
probably.
Have you seen a pug eat broccoli?
No. Do they
No.
eat broccoli?
Oh, it's loud.
Oh,
They do eat broccoli, though, yeah.
there you go. That's a fun fact of the day.
Yeah.
You know what
Oh.
Ardis eats? Oh, apparently nothing.
Eco-frags.
Astro gets it this time, as Lazar is gone for. And this is, I mean, this is rough. And let's be honest here.
Yeah.
One thing that I haven't mentioned, but is really the final nail in the coffin, this is Endpoint's T side.
Yeah, it's the side that they tend to favour in, on most maps. I'm not sure if they do favour it on any other maps, or CT on any other maps, rather.
How do you feel like Robin's feeling with Tuesday's match coming up?
I think he's got to pick of the litter in terms of map availability, potentially.
Oh, that's so cruel.
Oh,
But it's just clear, though, none of the players are playing too great on this last map when it matters the most.
Yeah, 2 versus 2 though. The Fuse gets for the CT side, utility as well as the bomb is planted for CT. Big frag here from Eccles or Robin.
Robin. The timing with the flashbang goes out with the peaky turn. This was fantastic. Unfortunately, it will not matter. Eccles will get the kill, and it is all up to Mighty Max. Molotov goes in. He's trying to reposition. The timing from the CT push could be everything, but he's able to get himself into a good position. However, he gets detected and gets slammed down. Ardis with the frag. They are so close to victory at this point.
team ace as well in the last round. How fitting. 13-2. And just like that, we're going to the final half of this whole entire tournament, the Premiership, and it's 13-2.
And look at the difference there, just in terms of the coaches alone. Ian, he's behind them right now. He's
active,
talking.
yeah.
He's very active, very verbal. He's strutting his stuff up on that stage behind players that
like his
need that
dance
support
moves.
most. He is. He's loving it. He's giving it the you know, the jive.
Nilzinho
is
sad
just crouched
as well.
Defecated
as well.
he's not enjoying it.
Oh, dearie me. This pistol could end it all here for Endpoint if London do take it.
So Max has done this a few times so far this event. He buys a HE with his kit. I'm not too sure where you're using the HE when you boost it on B site.
No.
Are you going to drop the grenade on the...
I don't know why this has become Max standardized buy on the Mirage pistol.
Yeah, I'm not too sure, but I've been seeing it more and
Last
more.
time we saw that nade, what? Chucked into B, did like
Yeah,
4 damage.
it's because Thomas had a CZ and a HE,
Yeah.
so that made sense as a combination. Like if there's a B rush, you will probably
stop it,
do
yeah.
quite a lot to it. However, Robin is carrying on that same form from every pistol round so far. Already 1 kill into the round. The charge into jungle. I'm trying to remember which pistol that actually is from which team. I remember the 4 through underpass.
Oh, Robin.
Straight into jungle. But Robin, he keeps going.
He is the
CT,
only
he's
one.
insane with it.
On the CT side, that has this huge impact. It's ridiculous how crispy he is with a USP. He just knocks off, I mean, pretty much 3 kills has been his average every pistol round. Like,
And he wins them so many pistol rounds as well. Fry going to be the last one remaining here. In towards Connector, 1 versus 4. Maybe giving away the quad kill to Robin.
Robin is looking for it though. Won't check for it.
ooh.
If Fry was really cheeky, he could have gone for a knife potentially here. Oh, he is!
Oh,
keep the cover.
hey! That's
I was going
karma.
to say, what is this Fry? He,
Yeah.
an uncharacteristic move again.
Fry's a big baller these days.
I think he's just looking to fight people. He's got 13 deaths as well as those 18 kills. He's got the most on that team by 6.
This is deja vu here, Ben.
Yeah,
13-3.
13-3. However, Endpoint won the pistol.
True.
So there's no force either from London because they know why would we
What's
bother
the
forcing?
point? Just win it.
Exactly.
The buy rounds. No reason to take those
Oh.
risks. Dom says, yeah, I'm baiting, as always. And now he goes back.
And Max throws his a bit later on, despite Thomas not seeing anything. So I think that's fair to say that they've run towards B, got quite a lot of nades off them. They're now probably going to run towards Palace and get some more nades. Or, you know, split it towards Ramp and Palace. Question is, can they get Pulse's Molotov? Because that's the highest value available, isn't it? I feel like he'll just fight them now.
Yeah, he's going to be the man they initially get contact with first. He will just keep out that MP9 and try and slaughter them. Robin with a quick rotate back around gets himself another 3 kills into these rounds. And maybe this is where he can start to get some momentum. Robin on that CT side Mirage can be quite naughty at times. He does like to roam a lot as well. So if he can try and get his head back into the game, he might be able to wake up the rest of the squad. But
Oh, I love this smoke.
it's a 13-4 scoreline, so it's going to be very
mid
hard.
smoke.
Stralis, right?
I would call it Windigo just because we saw it so many times from
Windigo brought out
during
a
Pro
lot
League,
of the
they
time,
did so
yeah.
much. I remember they did like 10 over 15 rounds. They just kept on doing it and taking mid. It was kind of crazy.
They haven't gone for the nades behind it. Instead, they just allow for the team to come
Yeah.
through.
They've literally shown 0 presence there.
Usually the guys in Connector would HE grenade into the
Yeah.
smoke, and obviously that would deter them from pushing it.
However, map control completely lost, so that smoke has done literally nothing, really. The grand scheme of things, that like, you know, Artist charged straight out and then he's run way left, Eccles there.
You know, that smoke may work if it was 8-7 or something, or
Yeah.
10-10, you know.
But London, they're so confident right now. Looks like it might be a contact play towards that B site. Thompson only has an MP9. 3 of them have MP9s.
Gee, why are you taking that risk at this point?
It's not like they have fantastic cash on those players either. Like Pulse, I understand. Leza and Thomas, though, not too much. Especially, there's no backup here for Thomas, right? As soon as this smoke fades, it'll be, what, 42 seconds, roughly?
Let's see then.
I think it's all Max. The rotate's going through from Robin now. But Eccles, he's got past.
What?
If he kills
know.
Robin, oof.
Oh, Max!
This could be so awkward. The backstab from Max with the UMP. He's able to find the headshot. Soulcast and Astro get a kill apiece, though, on the entry towards the site. It's left on a 3 versus 3. Lazar up close and personal with that initial MP9. His squad is close by. There is 20 seconds left on the clock here as the bomb will start to go down the tag through the smoke. Lazar giving it right now as he's destroying them with the MP9. Hits them with the pain train. But it looks like he'll get derailed. Eliminated there by Soulcast, and it's all in the 1v1. Fry and Max, AK mono a mono on either side here. Pushes his way up, but Fry will eliminate him. 2 rounds away from being the new ESL Premiership champions.
10-round advantage as well going forward. The reset against Endpoint as well. You've got to be saying this can't really go any other way here, Ben, can it?
Certainly feels that way. But I got to, praise Dom there. He committed to that plan even when he was getting tagged, despite being already so low. But Lazza gets an opening kill, which it feels like that's the first time I've said it today, if I'm honest, because he hasn't really been able to do much. I can't ever feel like it.
No. Has been windy, so the environment hasn't really been too friendly to him. Anyway, 5 versus 4, as you said, only pick from Lazza. Bomb making its way from London all the way towards the A site. Maybe don't get too greedy, as they do have the 10-round advantage, but as we saw earlier, CEX nearly, well, they did let that one slip versus London themselves.
Another kill found by Thomas this time. And that A site has been given up, really. They're playing retake. They need to flash somebody into CT, though. Artis can't even get the first kill.
But Frederick's still alive here, Ben.
He is quite low, though. He has to fight many opponents in front of him that only does the damage. And ultimately, Endpoint get the round. With 4 alive, though. Which I think is the key bit here. If they can build some money on that CT, so get some rounds together, you might start believing for them.
Yeah. Well, London's economy isn't mind-blowing now, at least, going into the next round. So there is a chance for Endpoint to get something from this, build up a slight bank to be able to reinvest, but money really means nothing at this point. There's 14 rounds of a buffer there for London. They can get this at the very least match point pretty easily. It just takes 1 round of a slight mistake from Endpoint to give them that opportunity, because any time they're making mistakes now, London are capitalizing on it. The confidence is there, so they're willing to try and take those risks.
Yeah, it certainly feels like they can taste the blood, it feels like, right?
Oh, they know they're wounded.
Yeah, this is the first time that they've even used for this, this map, because I feel like Amy just thought, right, let's pause a sec. We can go for a half by here if we really want to. We can try and find out where the AWP is, or try and isolate some of the players, because there's a chance we can win it.
What's the thing with a pause like that? It does make your opponent second guess particular things that might not even change.
Yeah. Having that bomb plant makes you wonder, are they going to buy? Well, it looks like we're going to have a nice little waterfall out of Palace.
The old school waterfall.
See you
And
then.
it's Lazza at CT too, so if they actually got to default with this bomb, I can't feel like he won't reface it.
Oh, this is awkward.
He's got the bomber though, he actually doesn't get covered, which...
Well, you know what you can do with a Glock, but
yeah,
still.
he wasn't even looking that way though. He could have probably put him off enough. But ultimately, they get what? A single kill into Pulse, which you did only mess into a flash, so that's pretty damn good.
Still the 8-round advantage, though, for London. In terms of kills, Robin delivering 15 for him. He's the only player really neutral right now in terms of KD, which is impressive when you look at how far they are behind. But then again, most of it's from... Oh, wow, that is... Oh, and through the smoke as well there from Robin. 15 for 15. It's got to be said. Obviously, the majority of those kills are from the pistol rounds. The boost where you don't jump on the box here. I like this one the most, actually, the way you can see into connector and catch someone off guard towards Delpan.
Yeah, it's obviously not as much of an exposed angle for yourself as well, right? Because when you're on top of those actual double bricks, you do feel a bit out there, right? Because you just feel like you can be shot from so many different angles. Question is, can Thomas actually get involved with them? I'm surprised he's not just scoped in flicking between them. Because it does still make noise, I believe, with the actual scope. Even though it's a very small noise compared to the AWP or Scout, of course.
So, they may be walking into the trap here of Thomas and his high tower. First frag by him. Goes full back. Molotov goes out towards short. 4 players situated here towards the B half of the map. Another great HE.
They do very well with the grenades on this map. Robin, you can't help but feel like it'd be like, what, 5-10 seconds before he gets involved here with a peek? And in fact, even less than that, but I was going to say the timing, he does finally see him, but can he make the jump or get this kill? Doesn't need to make the jump, gets the kill anyway. Dom on his own 1v5. Damage is his best bet right here, but it doesn't really do much either.
Yeah, probably not too much else going to come out of this round now, really. 15 seconds left on the clock. Solcass just waiting for the inevitable. He can get away from it. Could have been worth the risk, but there goes for the aggression. Thomas is going to take him down. Endpoint get themselves that 7th round. Cash is still weak on London. Endpoint actually given an opportunity to start to claw their way back into this one, slowly and surely. Looking like they might actually have a fighting chance.
Yeah, definitely. No grenades being brought this time, just the pistols. It looks like they're heading back towards that B-bomb site. Thomas, he'll be welcoming this, it feels like. One grenade comes in because of that one Glock shot. And he's ready to take the fight, though.
As well, yeah.
Oh, God. Robin's also going aggressive at underpass, and that welcomes Thomas to do the same, but he just can't get the kill.
Frederick on the ball. Max here on the scene of the crime. Gets the tag, but they know now the site isn't theirs for free.
Yeah, that smoke does really well. Limits the possibility right there. But he has now been sandwiched, but Lazar saves the day. Ooh, but suddenly it's a 2v2.
Yeah, this is getting very awkward. This could be a 15th round picked up right here. I mean, the bomb is going down. It is actually going to be planted as well. Eccles is the one with full HP. He's playing up close with the CZ in hand. They get the smoke off as one Wardell block. Eccles, he's got the audio cues. He can hear them sidestepping around. He knows what's going on. Push will come through the window. Needed to find that frag into the tag, but it doesn't matter. Soulcast, big man Dominic, shuts them down with the AUG.
How have they won that round?
No armor. What, 3 P250s?
That's a full eco, essentially.
Yeah, that is literally a throwaway round, because they've literally had one player run towards B, make noise, and then they've walked back in and they've somehow won the round.
Price killed Thomas, 4 versus 4. Max is still alive on that site as well. 2 versus 4, I believe 2 versus 3. Oh, mental. Failed smoke in towards window though, so at least it's a silver lining, but not for long. Robin's dead, 5 versus 4, and Artist is on the scene.
Max with the AWP. The Morp actually came out.
Morp.
The Morp is on display.
It's a rare sight, but we welcome it. Round 23, they need to find loads, and Pulse can only get the one. It means you've now got 2 AWPs and an AUG for a retake here. Max not even taking a shot through the smoke.
Yeah, this seems like it may be the end, especially with Artist as well, delivering more damage. Eventually going to go down to Lazar, 3 versus 2 in the retake.
Yeah, a quick shot off there from Lazar to eliminate Artist. Lazar, realizing how much pressure is mounted on his shoulders, he wants to try and get this retake off and at least save their bacon for another round. Drops the smoke out on towards the bomb. Max gets aggressive with the flash, but both of these players only have AWPs. They're not equipped to deal with the situation. Lazar charges in, jumps on the bomb. He's got to stick it. It cannot be done. Eccles will slay him, and we have our new champions. London Esports have found victory over Team Endpoint. They have dethroned them and taken the crown. They are your ESL Premiership champions.
From Epic Land to the Omen Online Cup as well, back and forth. It was 1-1 coming into the grand finals here of the Premiership, and Eccles there, the grin on his face, basically says it all as they settle the score and they go home with the pride of Premiership champions.
Yeah, technically speaking, I mean, the last 3 matchups they did play against each other, 2 of them on LAN. London have won both.
On land, yes, that's true.
And to be fair, that last map, incredibly one-sided. If you think about Inferno as well, it looks like they had complete control of the second half of the series, and I think it's deserved a win there.
And Fry still doesn't look any different. Still the same composed, happy face. There's never any emotion, but there is definitely frags tied to that man's name. That is all he does, is dominate on the server. And doesn't he look happy?
Lack of happiness. He looks lost, actually.
What do I do now?
What do I do now, my day? To the bar? Well, there you have it. Those players on your screen right now are going to be celebrating heavily at the after party later. And for the boys in blue, Endpoint, where do you go now? Because obviously you have Robin playing in for you. You're going to be playing versus Robin on Tuesday. You know, coming into this land, they were saying, you know, we're going to focus more on the MDL relegations. But of course you're going to say that. You're going to set yourself up not to fail in the